Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the guru inside of you. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. How you doing today? And if no one has told you today that they love you, mwah, let me be the first. I love you, each and every single one of you, because love is truly the greatest medicine of them all. And love makes the world go round and round and around. And truly, love always, it always wins. What better way than to start your day? First and foremost, loving yourself, loving the God goddess within inside of you, and then taking that love and spreading it out throughout the world. Oh, it'd make for a better, not day, just for a better life, wouldn't it? And that's what I do every single day, and that's what I'm here to teach you how to do too. But before we begin our fabulous message for today, this is what I need you to do. I need you to like, I need you to comment, I need you to subscribe, and ding, 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 ding. Hit that notification button so you can get the 411 on our fabulous information on the daily. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? So today what we're going to talk about is how to find the spiritual guru in you. Yes, I'm going to give you the spiritual tools that you need in order to be born again. Every time when we wake up each and every single morning, we get the opportunity to do it over again, to start all over again, to do it right this time. And that's what it's truly all about. And so what I want you to do, a couple of things that what we do here, and that'll help you like get your spiritual groove on, is to do these wonderful spiritual tools, which will help you get closer and connected to God through the high vibrational frequency. You know, they say that, love is around about 600, 700. God's number is 963 hertz. Yep. That's the level of the sound, of the vibrational frequency of it. That's the level of the vibrational frequency of connecting with the area of bliss and heaven, as you would call it, right here on earth. So in order to get you there, we gotta get you around that vibrational frequency. So a couple of things that you can do on the daily. Now today it is Sunday, and most people go to a church. So I'm gonna ask you a question, you who's out there. I'm gonna give you the answer to it in a matter of seconds, but where is the first temple? Where is your first temple? Well, no, it's not in a church that's created by man. The first temple is you, the sacred body temple. This is where you're going to find God. There was a wonderful, I can't remember the story, but in so many words, the story ended where the person said that God has a wonderful sense of humor because you can find God within inside of you. Everybody's looking outside of you for the answers, for the God is within inside of them, outside. And the secret is that it's inside. So that's the first sacred temple. So that's where you sit, and that's where you commune with God truly, instead of going to a church. And I'll be the first to tell you, when I used to go to a church, synagogue, a shrine, a temple, etc., these wonderful houses of God, though, I will admit, in those type of surroundings, not trying to say that they're not the places to go to, but in those type of surroundings, for me, and I'll just talk for me, and I've had a chance to travel. I went to the Shinto shrines and the temples in Japan. Had a chance to go to the mosque, and beautiful mosque, marble floors and gold, facilities. When I was in Africa, had a chance, of course, to go to many places in America. I remember going to Utah and sitting in the teepees and the sweat lodge with my Native American people, etc. So I've been in a lot of, and I remember going to the synagogue. I remember going to a Buddhist temple in upstate New York City at one time. Having a chance to travel around to many states and being in many houses that celebrate God. What I found to be really fascinating was that, there was so much man stuff going on. I remember going to a Catholic church. Just the beautiful nature of it, and I would feel the peace. In a lot of these places, I would feel God, etc. And in a lot of places, I'll be honest with you, I was wondering, where was God? I didn't feel God at all, you know. A lot of these places, you know, were facades, you know. It was a good representation of God. Um, and so that's why I really hone on into the most important place that you need to settle with, and that you can find God so much quicker, easier, and fast, and on the daily. As soon as you wake up in the morning, is connect with the God within inside of you. So that's the first place I want you to fully understand. The first sacred temple of God is within inside of you. Okay? Very important that you get that. Now, the other sacred place, right here, ladies and gentlemen, right out in nature. Okay? I mean, you can see the birds, the bees. Look at this wonderful, beautiful area where I'm at right now at the wonderful park. I can hear the fountain, I can hear the water. I can see the stars, and I can see the sun. Well, you know, the big star, the number one star is the sun. People don't realize that, right? A little bit geometry, astrology for you there. But as you can see, I can even hear the wonderful birds, the bees. I can hear the ducks, you know, walking in the pond, quacking away. I can see, you know, the flowers, the beautiful grass. Can you hear the ducks in the background? I can see, you know, just the essence, you know, the blue sky, the essence of nature. Never mind clouds. I'll tell you, I can see the white cloud. I even see the cloud in the sky where I'm at here right now. But I'm just saying, you can see the essence of God. And that's why I always tell people, when you need to commune with nature, you got to get out. Commune with God, you got to get out in nature. You see the rose bushes behind me, and just beautiful. You can smell the roses. All of this is a product of God's gift to us to remind us how truly blessed we are that God has given us a home. It's called Earth, Mother Earth, as some of us call it. And that's why it's so important that we honor it, we respect it, and we take care of it. You know, if you study Native American, if you study African, if you study even Hispanic or Mexican or even Asian religious beliefs and philosophies, they always give homage and respect to our animal friends, and even to the mountains, and even into the stars, and you know, it's astrology, and give it names and things of that nature. And so a lot of European and modern man thought that we were being polyatheist, you know, having many gods. And no, we understood that it was one supreme divine great spirit force. But we also understood that many representations of that force was found in metal, in nature. Everything had an energetic vibrational frequency that should be honored and respected. That's why even with my Native American tribe, what we would do is, you know, we'd get out, we wanted it to rain, we would do honor and bless it, and do the rain dances for the rain gods, you know, to come out and bless us, you know. If we wanted to get rid of the rain, and we needed the sun to come out to bless the crops, you know, in order for us to have a good harvest, that we would do the same thing. You know, we would drum, you know, in Africa and things of that nature. You know, the drum is the heartbeat, you know, of the earth, and we would connect with that to bring in abundance and riches and things of that nature. So we knew how to commune with nature, to commune with the animal friends, to commune with herbs and things of that nature. We knew instantaneously by picking the herbs what it would be used for, and watching our animals friends teach us what to use it for our mind and our body and our spirit. And in essence, we knew it was, everything was connected, the ethers, the metals, the earth, you know, the air, and the water, you know. So connecting with all of those forces made us whole, made us complete, and made us balanced. So that's the true house. So knowing that, you know, what I do every Sunday, I don't go to a traditional quote-unquote house of God, because I am the house of God. You are the house of God, and nature is the house of God. So what I tend to do on Sundays, just to give you an idea, to get back and connect with the divine spirit within inside of you, is first, I connect with God inside of me, and second, I connect with God outside in nature. One of the main things that I do is I say my prayers to God. That's your unity. When you pray to God, that's number one. When you pray to God to make that divine connection, that is your conversation with God. That is, putting out the prayers of the hopes, the dreams, the wishes, and the thank yous. Sometimes we think when we pray to God, we got to ask for something. But no, we can sometimes just say, thank you, God, for this brand new day. A prayer of gratitude for the fact that, you woke me up today in my right mind today, and that I'm healthy and I'm wealthy and wise, and that we're praying for our family and friends. So prayer is our conversation with God. Let's get us connected to God and bring God to the essence and core of our heart. And then after that, we meditate. Meditate if you can, and start off small. If you're getting back into the groove, you can start off with 5 minutes, and then next week do 10, then 15, then 20, then 30, then 40, then 50, and then do a whole hour. You can get up to that level, an hour a day of communing with God and that vibrational frequency coming into you. Just imagine 963 hertz, marinating that for a whole entire hour. What happens is that raise your vibrational frequency for you to be in a place of love, peace, happiness, joy, and also compassion, and grace, and mercy, and forgiveness, and acceptance, and all those beautiful things that keep us feeling bliss. Bliss, powerful, feeling that power that we're in control of our destiny, and we can self-actualize anything that we want into the world. Communing with that, through meditation. And then after we meditate, you're welcome to do your affirmation that we speak into existence our truth in who and what we are. I am a dynamic diva. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am wise. I am kind. I am a peaceful soul. I am a divine angel. I am a wonderful God. I am a powerful goddess. Okay, I am holy. I am supreme. I am that I am. And so we speak into existence all these positive, powerful words, and they become a part of our lives. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it will achieve out into the world. That's how I became a millionaire. One of my key mantras was, I am a dynamic diva millionaire. So much so that I wrote a book about the Dynamic Diva, or Dynamic Diva Dollars was the name of my book. So, in essence, so that's what it's all about. And I spoke that into existence. I became a millionaire, and I even wrote a book about it to teach you how to do the same thing too, okay? So that's an example of the fruits of your labor, of doing the spiritual work, how you will manifest and bring into existence whatever it is that you want. And manifesting and bringing into existence of healing my body, speaking to the cells of the body. The same molecular structure of cells of the body is the same molecular structure of the universe. So as you create it outside, you can create it inside too. So I would say all of my cells are healthy, are vital, are supreme, are energized, are healed. And so all the cells of the body, even the cancerous cells, will dissipate and leave away peacefully, and I will be healed. And that's how I healed myself. One of the strategies, how I healed myself of cancer, and the primary strategies, because as I was speaking with God and giving divine connection, dear God, give me the information, the education, the tools that I need in order to heal my body and rid it of cancer. And through jingles, through studying information at the library, or even speaking with some people, I would find the answers of the herbs I needed to take, the food I needed to drink, the fasting that I needed to do, etc., in order to heal my body. Like I said, all the answers are within inside of us if we tap into it and allow God to speak to us. So we did the affirmation, then visualize it. See yourself. I saw all the cells of my body just coming together, being round, circular, and I saw honeysuckles of wonderful light, and I saw it being invigorated and revitalized, etc., and energized. And so that's why I'm energized and revitalized today. You know, I used to see the money. I actually wrote out a check in $1 million, a check to me, and I would see that check. Matter of fact, right now in my purse to create how you have to have the visuals, I actually put and bought $1 million bill. That's in my wallet. It's one among the many bills I have. So if I see that $1 million bill every day and I picture it, I see myself actually creating it. And one time I actually signed, and later on I was able to have $1 million in my bank account. So these are the things that you do in order to do those type of things. You know, there was a story where this runner was in a hammock and he was resting, and his coach was asking what was he doing, and he said he was running his gold medal race in his mind first. You know, he was sitting in that hammock and he was actually doing the work. And people think they trivialize and think no work is getting done because they have to see the physical representation of it. But before you can see the physical representation, you got to see the mental representation of it so you can self-actualize it physically. Okay. So what's really powerful about it is in the Bible it says, people without vision perish. Okay. You got to see the light. You got to see yourself healthy. You got to see yourself wealthy. You know, you got to see yourself in that phenomenal, successful, happy, healthy relationship that you dream about, okay, before it is even manifested. Okay? Wherever the mind can conceive and believe, it will what? Achieve. Okay, remember that mantra over and over again, and it'll become real for you, okay? So, you know, it's a thought. You know, I always say that, you know, Oprah was a thought first. You know, the Oprah Winfrey Show was a thought first. Tyler Perry's Medea was a thought first. Rubik's Cube, you know, that famous game was a thought first. You know, Apple computers was a thought first. And then it became reality. And then we talk about all these people became billionaires and multi-millionaires, products and services and things of that nature. But it all started from a thought. And I always tell people, you're just one thought away from your $1 million idea. But you got to sit down and give yourself an opportunity to think. And so when I was in a Louise Hay movie, I really emphasized that we're so busy text messaging people, we're so busy talking on the phone, or we're so busy yabbing, talking to each other, they won't take the time to sit down, get quiet, and that's where meditation comes in, to think about phenomenal ideas. And I'll be honest with you, hey, everything that I accumulated came from a thought. My real estate empire that I, was able to have control over $5 million worth of real estate. Well, it started from a thought. And then God guided me along the way. And boy, did I pray to manifest all those, things that came into my life. And I want you to know, not that there were not, people don't understand, not that there were a lot of obstacles. See, that's where you get the universe involved. You conspire with the universe. And then, woo, miracle. That's a good conspiring. If you conspire with anybody, be a righteous conspiring that will go on to help you achieve your goals. So that's where you do the visualization, okay? So, you put those tools into effect. You find yourself aligning and do them religiously. So you've heard that term. On the daily. Every single day, like anything else. You build a physical muscle, okay? I've been in the gym, as you can see, and that's why I have my physical muscles. The same thing with the spiritual muscles. Every day, I'm working out. Now, to be honest with you, when I'm really physically working out, it's Monday to Friday. I tend to give my body rest on Saturday and on Sunday. But as you can see, I'm gonna do a walk and meditation today. Of a mile around the park. So I am getting some exercise. Think about it. Every day we get exercise. Just getting out of bed is exercise, right? So every day, pray. Every day, meditate. Every day do the visualization. You fill up and enhance that spiritual armor that's where your psychic ability will come in. That's when you know your divine intervention. Like when I, go look at the previous videos on how I became a millionaire, but in so many words, I share people this story as I was building, reconnecting, because I got off the wagon. Okay, I fell off the wagon as far as doing my spiritual work, and that's where I found myself in spiritual special ed. That's where I found myself homeless. So I knew I had to get my spiritual groove back on. And that's how I became the holy yogi again. We're all angels. We're all yogis. We're all gurus. We just forget. We lose sight of it when we come back here on this earth. And so with God is always bringing us challenges in order to help us reconnect with the divine source in order to self-actualize those things. Another good thing I want to recognize and read it. I'm always in my spiritual books and works and things of that nature. Study it. Study the Bhagavad Gita. Study the Quran. Study the Kemetic books of the ancient times and the past. Study the Native American Great Spirit, healing arts and books and the like. The Torah, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, all of the holy books, tap into those and tap into some great spiritual, books that are out there. I love the Wayne Dyer and Deepak Chopra and Louise Hay books and the like, and find a book that works, and really marinates with you to make that connection. And that's what I'm working on right now as we speak. I'm doing more mentally than I'm doing physically, but I'm going to, tap into the Holy Yogi book that's going to be coming out soon. Spiritual guru from the hood. People don't think the spirit or God is in the hood, but hey, that's where I came from. So we're going to tap into, so you can definitely find it, because everybody has a divine connection to God. God does not discriminate and give out the light just to certain people, even certain type of people. Okay, it's not male, it's not female, it's not black or white, it's not straight or gay. It is just it. And you're it. Okay? In your own expression. So I'm going to go through that one more time so I can tell you, you tap into that, you make that connection, and watch it grow. Okay? So number one, prayer. Number two, be sacred in the sacred house of your body first and nature second. Then if you want to go into an environment that's like that, that's absolutely awesome, because sometimes it's raised to the high vibrational frequency, and it can get you there sometimes a lot quicker and faster, but your spirit will guide you. But I think first, knowing that it's within inside of you, knowing that leaves you most powerful, so you don't get influenced by the outside sources or get misguided. Okay. So anyway, so we did about the house. Then you do the meditation. Then you do the visualization. Then you do the affirmation. Then you study the works of the healing arts and the practice of it, and be consistent and practice it on the daily. So with that said, what I want you to do, I want you to comment below, and I want you to let me know, what spiritual tools do you use that helps you connect with the Most High, with God. God is within inside of you. And tell me, when you think about what we just now shared, are you making that born again connection every day? Every day I make that born again connection. Every single day. And I get excited because I say, I get to do it. I can do it, over again. I can become a better, holy yogi. I can become a better mom. I can become a better business partner. I can become a better daughter, to my mother. I can become a better friend, okay? And I can become I got other aliases as the Pajama Mama, where I help people make money online. And also, we also had Vegan Raw Fitness, where I help people become a better doctor, a naturopathic doctor. I'm wearing so many aliases. I'm a chef. I used to be a barber and cosmetologist to help me get through college. You're wearing a whole lot of hats. But see, when you're a God, you're multifaceted, multi-talented, type of individual. You can do it all if you choose to do so. And you can have it all if you choose to do so, because that's how phenomenal you are. So with that said, let's say our wonderful meditation for today. Dear Heavenly Spirit, thank you, Mother, Father God, for all the blessings that you have bestowed upon me, for helping me to realize through the sacred body temple that I am whole, I am complete, I am balanced, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am wise, I am God, Goddess that can connect with you each and every day to realize and bask in the glory of love, peace, happiness, joy, bliss, power, truth, justice, righteousness, order, balance, and reciprocity. Hallelujah. Praise Jesus. Praise God. Praise Oludumare. Praise Ma'at. Praise Oshun. Yes. You have the power within you to do it all. Thank you for the power. Thank you for the great spirit. Thank you for the fruit, the vegetables, the birds, the bees, flowers, and trees. Thank you, God, for helping me come back to my greatness and my glory. I am enough. I am wonderful. I am marvelous. I am loved. Peace, hetaku, namaste. Have a fantastic spiritual day.